And that's one of, like I said, in our rape prevention class, we talk about that specifically because there have been a lot of instances where the person is putting their stuff in the car in the back. They do this, and they do this.
Yeah, right.
This is what they're doing,
From the car to
oblivious to anything else around them.
Right.
Then what happens when they're here? They get tossed into the van, gets your shot. Where's the keys? It's in the car. Because they open the door.
Oh.
Right? The car's already open.
Yeah,
They
true.
drive off. Now they get taken to a second location. Now there's nothing more to do. So, again, when I load my car, I put it in the back seat. I hardly will ever put it. And I'm a guy who's a trained martial artist, and I still put it in my back seat. Why? Because I can see things.
I put it in my passenger seat.
Yeah.
And
mean,
you don't
right
have
there.
That much stuff, right? Okay.
Right? So then I'm readily available to react to things that might happen. But if I'm doing this and I can't see behind me, I've just given a great opportunity for a guy who can do whatever he wants to do.
So, but also, if like the remotes now have panic, right?
Yeah.
Is it best to just have that ready just in case you need it?
Well, if you're putting your bags in the car, do you really have it?
How likely are you going to be holding it in your hand while
Yeah.
trying to put bags in?
No.
No.
Exactly. And therein lies the problem, isn't it? Better to put in the back seat where you have the door blocking that one side,
One side.
right?
Okay.
Where in the back seat, in the back trunk,
You're completely exposed.
you can come all over,
Bags.
Well, I look around after shopping in the grocery or the mall. And then I'm going to the parking. I have to look around first.
That's good.
Who are the people there first?
Just so you know, at any of these malls, you can ask the security people to take you out to your car. Target does that. Everybody, most stores will do that. Hey, can you have somebody take me to my car? And
Grocery stores. You
most
can
of the
ask.
stores will do that willingly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the
part of the
baggers.
service.
Yeah, the baggers will.
It's part of
walk
the
you to your
service
car.
that they offer. And a lot of people don't know this because they don't ask. I asked because I was afraid one night.
Smart.
He needed help carrying things.
Yeah, I just needed help.
Especially in Safety in Admiral Callahan.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of victims there.
Yeah.
Filipino. So whenever I'm there, I look around first before going to the car.
Well, yeah, and again, go inside Safeway and say, hey, can you have somebody help me?
Escort.
And they will walk you out to your car.
That's a great idea.
And that's a free service they offer to everybody. So you just have to ask. One of my biggest thing is that the fact that you guys came in here today is because you want to be safe. The people, we get a lot of people say, oh yeah, well, we're going to be there, and they don't show up. They wanted to be here.
They
but
found something
but
better.
they,
to do.
yeah, there was a sale on at Macy's. And that's unfortunate, but they had the greatest intentions of trying to keep safe, but life got in their way and they're not here.
You're being proactive.
You're being proactive, see, I don't want to become a victim, hence being here. So that's you taking the first big step, didn't you? And that's what we like. Again, these classes don't mean anything if nobody shows up, and for the 1 or 2 or 5 that show up, we're grateful because then we've helped 5 people. And that's all we're trying to do is help as many as we can, but they have to be willing to come here, which is why we're going to do this on video so we can have them do it at their house. So that's the plus.
So now we're 5 feet.
So now we're 5 feet, right? Nain and I'm here. Nain's the bad guy, and I'm just minding my own business, and I'm walking. He's getting near me. He's gonna, whoa, he's too close. Right? He's not even 5 feet. He's like 3.5, 3 feet, maybe 2.5.
Yeah.
He's pretty close.
Your Seinfeld.
By the time he got this close, I'm in trouble. Why? Because I don't have enough time to react to anything. But what do I have that is going to keep me safe? So let's back him up a little bit. Rewind. Right? He gets closer. Go ahead.
Oh.
Why do I know that's going to hit him every time I do that? Because there's not much space. He's walking straight towards me. I know I'm going to hit a leg. And if you paid attention really close, I didn't hit his knee. I actually hit his shin. Have you ever had a cart or something you're walking by and you hit your shin? It's the worst pain in the world, isn't it? I mean,
Shin bone.
yeah, you don't want to go for the knee. The knee's fine.
No.
But if you scrape down the knee, they can't chase after you. You go, ah! And take off, right? But the other thing that you notice, when again, back up, he walks again. Whoa. Now, if he falls forward, he's right here. Then I can just, and hit and run. Or I can just keep dragging him to the ground and run. Now, you notice I said run. I didn't say get there and start pounding away and start, pull out a knife and carve your name on the back. I stopped him, dragged him, and I took off.
Hopefully back into the store.
here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize, and even men, that I don't know if he can take me. I don't know if I can take him.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be a great martial artist, even though I know something.
Or on drugs.
Or on drugs. I don't know what his abilities are. But do I want to find out?
No.
That's just playing roulette, right? You don't know. It's a 50-50 shot that you can or can't beat him. And if you're panicking, you definitely are not going to beat this guy. Why stay there? You know, so again, what do? I hit him in the leg. Watch. So now we're going to have Peg, come on up. Naeem's going to walk up on you just like he did to me.
Okay.
And again, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions afterwards. So pay attention to everything.
Okay.
And again, go ahead, step back, Naeem. Step up here.
Here.
Now, I want you to understand, folks, you know your own area, your immediate surroundings. It's your personal space, right? Stick your hand out here, and then go out here. That's your immediate space.
Okay.
Now, Ian's going to walk into that space. The moment he gets to the tip of your space, that's when you can go out and hit the knee.
Swallow him.
Now, I don't want you to look at his knees.
Okay.
A lot of the things that we all make mistakes about, and a lot of people do, is that they try to look at, oh, what's he doing? You know, lowers his hands. You know, everybody's always saying, oh, watch their hands, watch their hands. That's the least of your worries.
Okay.
Because why? You're thinking of one thing. You have tunnel vision.
Right.
You're only looking at that one thing you're being told to look at. What I want you to do when he comes by, and as he gets closer, is look at his forehead. Right? So keep your eye on his forehead. And this is going to amaze everybody because she's going to do this at exactly the right time, and she doesn't even realize it. So look at his forehead. Good, Naeem. She did not look to see where he was. But yet,
That's scary.
the moment he was within the right place, on her own, her brain said, now. She had her hand out, she, and it didn't take a lot of a kick, did it?
No.
But it stopped him and goes, whoa, right? And your hand was there. If you had grabbed him, you could yank down.
No.
All of a sudden, no, I'll tell you, believe it or not, you could, because here's what's going to happen. I'm going to break this down for you guys so you understand why it's easy. I'm going to have everybody try this. Go ahead and have a seat.
Okay.
All right, so first question. You ready? What does it say on the shirt? Don't read the shirt.
Oh, H.E.L.P.
She's looking at my shirt.
Yeah,
no.
cheat.
No. So what color is his shoes?
Oh, black.
With,
White.
okay, great. Mustache, beard, or what?
Some facial hair, but I don't know if it's mustache or not mustache. Like, kind of 5 o'clock shadow. I'd say.
There you
Okay.
go.
All right, so,
I don't know what you guys call
but
it.
not bad. But think about what you just said and all those things that you did and all the things that you just done. He was close enough to a point. You actually let him get this close to you,
Yeah.
and you went wham, and your head, everything was where it needed to be. Did you guys notice that? Everything was exactly where, but she wasn't checking him out. She was like looking here. She realized, oh shoot. And what happened? Your brain picked up on your peripherals, that you understood where he was in relationship to you. It also understood that your hands can only go so far. So it made you wait until he was in the perfect range automatically. Instead of trying to reach out to him, you went, whoa, right? And these are all the things that your brain will start to do. The body mechanics that is geared, that's been in your life since you were a baby, is kicking in and doing the things it needs to do. So, Karen, you're up next. Same exact idea, right? This time, and I want you to relax. Remember what we talk about. Breathe, relax, and understand, he just wants $20 because he wants to go to a movie later on with his kids.
I can give him that. Do you want money?
And believe it or not, that's
I'm-
exactly what you should do. If they want something,
Yeah,
here,
I
have a
should
good day.
give the money,
Yay, I love it.
Don't touch
So
me.
later on, we're going to go to the movies, sir.
All right.
All right, so here we go. Again, I don't want you to look at his hands or his feet. Look right at his forehead. And you want to step over that really. I don't want you to bump to the table. No, there you go. Ready? Have fun. She hurt you too bad. Good.
Thanks.
Now again,
I have to.
you know,
No, it's okay.
spacing doesn't become an issue, does it? It's just an idea that, oh shoot, he's in my space. He's intruding in my personal area. And your body and your brain and everything will just go automatically. Do
That's the
things it
first
needs to
idea.
do. That's the first step.
Yeah.
is understanding that you are geared to do this automatically ever since you were a baby.
So question,
Mm-hmm.
if they're coming on the side of you,
Same thing.
same thing, just
Believe it
turn
or not.
around and boom.
Well, because again, yeah. Okay.
Or
All right.
what do you need?
Do the peripheral thing.
Money?
Just move your hands. Look at his forehead.
I give you-
Right.
Look right here.
I'm gonna show a
Okay,
demonstration,
okay.
right?
Okay.
Look at his. Coming closer, so she gets. Okay.
No,
He's-
keep looking at my
Yeah,
forehead.
yeah, just look at his forehead. He's gonna move certain parts of his body. She's gonna tell us what it is. Watch this.
Yeah, stay here.
Right.
Right here.
Tell her what move.
What am I moving?
Uh,
Index
the
finger.
finger,
Okay.
yeah. Feet, right foot. Both right and left finger. Right.
See?
Hands, yeah.
See? Doesn't matter.
Yeah. I
So
could see.
that's what we call that peripheral.
Should
Because
feel the
your
vision.
brain understands what's in front of you. It knows there's a body there, and he smooths. She even said
Index
finger.
finger,
She
yeah.
didn't even say hand. She said finger. Her brain was able to dissociate.
Associate, yeah.
Associate that it was just a finger that was moving. Again, we are a lot. Our bodies do things so much for us, and we don't realize it.
No.
That it's been doing this forever since we were kids.
And it's really simple. You can only really concentrate on one thing at a time. So if what you're concentrating is your entire field of vision, that's what you're going to see. Now, if I'm focused just on one knuckle, I'm going to miss a whole lot around me. And then that's what he's talking about, and why the forehead becomes such a pivotal point for focus, because it forces you to see everything else. There's nothing specific to focus in the middle of the forehead other than oh, it's a forehead. Your brain automatically starts associating
Well, let's go one more time.
face.
Karen, you want to come up, or should I get one of the guys to do this?
We're the guys.
Okay.
Alright.
Dave. Dave.
All right, Dave. Now we're gonna change it up on you a little bit, Dave.
All right.
Let me go talk to my buddy here.
Just go for it.
Be ready for it. Be ready for it.
Kung fu time. Sorry, Dave.
All right. So again, relax, breathe, do that whole exercise. Stand right here.
Yeah, don't stand macho like
Yeah, don't be menacing. All right, here we go again. Right at his forehead, and go, Naeem. Right. But now, did anybody notice what Naeem was doing?
Go to the side.
I was watching Dave. Sorry.
No,
Thank you.
Karen called it out.
They go to the side.
Right. He
I was
wasn't
just trying to
he
go
was-
around him.
He was just trying to go around him. He wasn't a threat.
Oh.
But Dave felt he was in my immediate space.
Right.
Hey, watch. Oh, you okay?
Oh, okay. Like,
He wasn't trying to do anything, but he still intruded in Dave's space there and
Personal
said, "Whoa,
space,
wait
yeah.
a minute. Hey, are you okay, or what's going?" Right? You weren't ready to do anything crazy, but he was like,
Whoa.
he was trying to walk around you. Thank you, Karen. You picked that out really well.
That's what
Go ahead and have
Karen
a
was
seat there,
saying.
Dave.
Right.
Karen, I don't know your last initial, Karen, but the other Karen was
The
saying
other Karen
Yeah.
D. Yeah, Karen
so many
D.
people almost bump into you daily
Right.
with a cell phone thing.
Right.
Often you say,
Right.
in front of you, or
Right.
excuse
Yeah.
me,
Behind you.
right here.
Yeah,
Right.
but again, those things do happen, and Dave reacted exactly the way he should have, because the guy was going to bump into him. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe he was distracted himself. But again, automatically at the right time, he just whoa, hey, right? Now, believe it or not, it's not even scary that you did that. You just say, oh, whoa, excuse me, right? It doesn't look menacing. It's not threatening.
Add politeness to it.
You were just trying to cover your immediate space.
Plus, it can be pickpocketing too.
Right. Exactly. So you did, again, once they get into your space, you're allowed to do whatever you do. Whoa, hey, hold on. Because you don't know what his intentions are. But if you go in and start pounding away, now you become the assailant, and he was just a victim who didn't realize you were there, and you beat the crap out of him, took his wallet because he might have money. But see how the roles change really quickly?
That's why I'm not carrying one.
Split second.
All right, well, what if he saw me at the last minute? He went off to the side to avoid me.
Right.
But I put my hands on
And
him.
you're well within your rights.
But I could piss him off then.
No,
If he
because
wasn't pissed off.
yeah, because here's the thing: if the guy was walking around and he didn't realize he was that close, because he was already veering, he caught on the oh shoot, I'm too close to this guy. He was kind of get out of your way,
Okay.
but your hands got up there. He would say, "Oh, I'm sorry," because
I was
you're
polite.
You know, if he had any bad intentions, he would have started mouthing off. Hey, what the hell, right? But then now you already have your hands up, so you're already where you need to be.
Right.
But if it was an accidental, it goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, man. Excuse me, I didn't know."
It is that easy. Again, we're talking about the mentality of somebody who's trying to harm you.
versus somebody who's
Earlier we did the kick thing, and you notice that every time that even Peg, she didn't quite kick me, but she had her leg and it touched me, and it still got my brain to go, what? It took me off what my original goal was. Just when I turned around and scared Karen, her mind was, I'm going to follow him. The moment that was disturbed, she couldn't do it anymore.
she stopped.
Same idea. Even if it is accidental, it's easy to say, oh, I'm sorry, excuse me, I didn't see you there, even though you did. And that could be enough to diffuse the situation. It's to change the mindset of the person. And now if they respond to you angrily, hey, I apologize, I'm sorry, I didn't see
But
you.
at least now you're
I didn't want to bump
cognizant
into
and
you.
you know the real situation. Now you can act accordingly. Because a lot of times, if we don't know the situation, we don't know how to react.
Right.
But if you put this hand up as a buffer to give you some time, it goes, oh shoot, this is getting bad, or oh no, it was just an accident, then at least you're already geared up and say, oh, hey, I'm sorry. No, you bumped into me. You know, now you can kind of back up and hey. So, on both ends of that spectrum, you're all ready to do what you need to do in case something does go bad. Or if it's just an accident, oh, I'm sorry.
It's being
Okay.
prepared, then you can act accordingly. But if you're not prepared, it's too late to act accordingly once it's already turned bad.
Yeah. So, again, goes back to situational awareness, doesn't it? Now you're aware that, whoa, this guy's getting too close. Maybe he doesn't know. Whoa, hang on.
Because until that happens, you don't know that he had bad intentions or didn't have bad intentions. You don't know if he was just being negligent of his space or he was really trying to get close to you for something else. Like she said, maybe they wanted to get close enough. They bump, and they steal something from your pocket.
Hey, give me I'm a clean. Cool.
Because you just don't know until it happens. It's better to err on the safe than it is to find out, you know what, I was right, he did take my wallet. Or I was right, now I'm in the hospital.
Yeah, well, you know, worst case scenario, right?
Extremes, but
So,
possible realities.
now we're touching. Right, we started 25 feet, went to 15, went to 5. Now we're getting physical. That means all intentions are bad. Right? It's no longer an accident. He's walking up on you. Now, earlier before the class started, Peg had a question about bystanders. And this is where the bystanders then becomes helpful.
Very.
We try to tell everybody, don't go out alone. Always bring somebody with you, whether it's your kids, your grandkids, somebody, right? And when you are with somebody, make sure they have their phones or something, a device that can call for help or whatever need be. A lot of times people ask me, well, what about pepper spray? Or what about a taser? And in our classes, both for the rape prevention and for self-defense stuff that we're showing, we discourage that, and for a couple of good reasons. If I have a taser, or if Naeem has a taser, he has to get this close to use it.
Or if we take the example earlier of where you're strongest and where you're weakest,
He's at his weakest, isn't he?
just to reach him.
Yeah, I can just, I can just push that up and do all kinds of great things, right? So, the other thing that happens in your panic because you're afraid, right? No, I need help.
Thank you.
But that's what happens, right? In your panic, you're like, oh my god, you're fumbling around because you're freaking out. Your adrenaline, the cortisol is going in your head. You're panic or flight, and you didn't breathe, and none of that happened. He takes you fumble, dropped it. He picks it up. Now you have a worse situation than you ever started with. Same thing with the pepper spray. If it's windy, as it is in Vallejo all the time,
Yeah. Except today for some reason.
I spray here, and I get the backlash. Now again, I have issues. If he's drunk or even on drugs, pepper spray has been known not to even affect somebody who's under any kind of influence.
Might go good with my tacos.
Yeah, it might go good with the tacos that he's eating. But again, is it really worth that unless you train it? Now, I'm a proponent. If you train this every day, you know how to pull out really fast and get real close, and you wait to the last, boom, have at it. But the normal person, you and I, even you guys, if you don't have this, the pepper spray or the taser to work on every day to practice, it's more harm than good. And I'm not just saying that to dissuade you, it's a proven fact. A lot of people get the tasers used on them all the time.
What about the people that keep their pepper spray for years and don't
Yeah.
check the expiration date?
pepper spray has an expiration date. And again, the mechanisms that are involved in that pepper spray, because you don't want it to go off in your bag, you know, accidentally.
lock.
You have to unlock and do a little series of things, and then do what you're gonna do.
And
But
it
it-
has to be in your hand already.
Yeah, and if this guy's 5 feet away, how long will it take me to find it in my? Especially my wife has a big bag, and she's like this tall, so she's digging forever.
Well, she needs to change of clothes when she runs away from you.
Yeah, I know, right? You know, I mean, I ask her, hey, honey, you got $5? 20 minutes later, here you go. You know, I mean, that's, you know, it's funny, but that's the reality, right? Especially if it's a device this big and you have a big bag. And this guy's 5 feet away from you. Bad idea, right? So again, those things, if you're fully trained and you train it and practice it all the time, more
Great.
power to you. Good for you. Because you took the time to work it.
Otherwise, it's a false sense of security.
Even our martial arts, unless we practice it on the daily, it's useless. Just because I can do the technique when it was taught, 5 years later, if I didn't practice that, I have no clue what to do. Right? That's the reality. Right? Our brain can only keep it for so long.
And our bodies can
Yeah.
only remember so much.
So you have to work these things. And if you're going to do that, I urge you. I knew a lady, she would buy the pepper spray by the cases. So every other day she'd practice with it. So I knew, hey, yeah, you can handle it. Go ahead. You're good. You know, she was like superhero. Pow, 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 pow.
Gunslinger.
Don't piss
Yeah.
her off.
But you know, and in that case, yeah, do it, use it.
Yeah,
because
I've seen
you're
cops
fully,
get it used on them.
Yeah, cops. Yeah, you see that even at the Capitol thing.
Yeah.
You know, they
Their
got
own
the
pepper spray.
Yeah, the pepper spray. So again, those are trained people.
Can you
Is
imagine?
there a whistle or something you should
Ah.
carry, or? Just something that makes noise.
And it's just a separation. It's just a pull.
I got a box of them.
Oh,
So Danny has a box, and it's our parting gift to you guys.
yes.
Awesome.
It was
Yeah.
going to be a surprise, but someone
Just
said
give
something.
Danny a handshake to let him know you appreciate him.
It's so nice of you. Thank you. Thank you.
So now, like I said, now we're in the thick of things. He's right on top of us. He may be grabbing us. He may be, getting ready to sucker punch me. And I'm going to tell you something about that. A lot of these attacks are just that. Getting sucker punched. Out of the blue, you're not even... You can even still be paying attention. The guy walks up on you and just cold cocks. Bam.
It can happen that fast.
The sad reality is this. You're going to get hit. You
Yeah.
can't stop that. Even at my speed and my abilities,